Cook up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Phillips. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Phillips. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! Jameson Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll roll him out right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
This out quickly to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Swift. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
To Jefferson on the slant. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Touchdown! Blake Jarwin from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Henderson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done. Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught by Williams.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week